Yo, what's going on, people? It's the Suave Kid. Welcome to the Thoughts of an Abstract Mind podcast, where we discuss various red pill and blue pill content. It's current events, see how the people are feeling about it. So today we want to talk about vaccinations. So recently I traveled to Ghana, which most of you might know. It's my home country, well, half Ghanaian, half Nigerian. And the headache I had to go through to, get vaccinated, to both go and then return to the UK was very traumatic for myself. And I know a lot of you must be feeling the same. Granted, COVID is a very, annoying virus, and I'm sure everyone's had enough of it and everyone just wants to see the back of it. But is this really fair? I just want to ask the people, is this really fair how the government is pretty much strangling us into taking vaccines? Personally, I'm not vaccinated, from personal choice. And I mean, I'm more than, glad for people who have. But personally, I feel like I have to, do more research into the whole vaccine thing. Because as far as I'm concerned, vaccines take decades to really know, the effects of a vaccine on the human body. We've seen it with polio, we've seen it with various other vaccines, that came about. So I'm a bit apprehensive to take the vaccines. And as far as I know, well, initially, apparently Corona affects the elderly and the vulnerable. So, I mean, if the elderly and the vulnerable have to take vaccines, mandatory, that makes sense. I can agree with that. But for the rest of us, predominantly, we know we're going to survive this virus. So why are we being almost strangled into getting a vaccine now? This is what baffles me. For all my red pill followers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Call it what you want, call it conspiracy theories, call it what you want. Here we are, and it's looking like vaccine passports. And this is exactly what the so-called conspiracy theorists were saying at the start of COVID. So it's just about being vigilant, and just, making sure you know everything that's going on before you inject yourself with a vaccine. Because we don't know the long-term effects, and now they want to introduce it to children, which for me is a bit extreme, when we know, that most children will survive this virus. So what is the incentive here? This is the problem. It's like, what is the incentive? That's what bothers me, because never in human history has the whole globe be subjected to taking a vaccine. It's relatively new that we haven't had years of research into. And then what happens later on, if there are any side effects, if there are any long-term damages, where do we go with that? So for all my red pill followers, comment, let me know how you feel about it, because I'm certainly worked up over it, From Suave UK to all the fans, love.